What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody sitting on the couch this weekend enjoying the playoffs from the house.
Yeah. Hey, we say with everybody on the beach, man, with their feet up against the
Er-
fire, man.
I ain't mad at it, man. I ain't mad at it. What's going on? We got everybody up here. Y'all see we got our main man Ellison back up here for another
That's right.
installment of the show. Hey, y'all know how
Appreciate
we
you.
always do. We always do. Hey, we asked that if you new on to the show, we ask that you like, subscribe, hit that share button, hit that blue bell notification. So what? You'll never miss a show. We
Never
got to
mind.
get started, man. We got a lot to talk about. We having fun
Yeah.
this weekend, man. Watching the play. A lot of good games scheduled for this
Mm-hmm.
weekend. This weekend, today, tomorrow. We got it, and then we're gonna talk about it and go forward, man. We don't want to hold them up. Give them what the people came for. We'll start right here, man. We'll start with Ellison, man. Out of the current list of eligibles, who would you like to see? Well, I mean, you can say it because y'all run into the same problems as us. You know what I mean? As far as y'all coaching staff and stuff like that. So as far as your team, who would you want to see for your open vacancies?
Well, we already got a OC. We promoted David Blau.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, I wasn't trying. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
former quarterback in the league. He was our assistant quarterback coach.
Hmm.
So when Cliff Kingsbury left, I'm with Tavita Pritchard left. I'm sorry, Tavita Pritchard left as a quarterback coach and went to Stanford. He's a Stanford head coach now. They elevated Blau. Kingsbury decided to move on, or whatever happened there, and now Blau is our offensive coordinator. I'm not mad at it. Young guy, a little innovative. No one has tape on him, so he's going to take some people by surprise. He comes from that Ben Johnson, Kevin O'Connell tree. So
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to what he has on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, we haven't hired a coordinator yet. We're still looking, still searching. Still a lot of things to play out with all the other coaches. And once they fall in line, I think we'll get our DC from there.
Do you know, or has it been said if Dave is going to have the play calling abilities?
It's on him. It's on him.
Okay.
From what I'm hearing, we're going to bring in maybe a senior guy just to kind of oversee, help him out a little bit. But it's his show. He's going to be the OC. He's going to have the play calling duties, and he's going to run with it. Um, he's had the play. Actually, the play that we played y'all. I'm not trying to stab y'all in the back right now, but the play that we beat y'all last year in DC. That last play when Daniel Stewart to Crowder, that was
Yep.
his play. He drew that
Okay.
up. So he's had
Okay.
some duties before, but now it's full time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Very, very nice.
What
Good.
about
That's
you,
good work.
Sal? For the Mighty Eagles, what we looking like? Who you want to see?
I mean, there's a few cats that I wouldn't mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing Mike McDaniel as our OC. I wouldn't mind seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a young guy, and and prior to this season, the last few seasons, his the Miami Dolphins has been ranked one of the highest offenses in the league as far as yards and stuff go like that. So I wouldn't mind seeing Mike McDaniel as the OC for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Who you got, Duke?
All right. So looking at it, man, people letting people go, letting people walk, you know what I'm saying, try to find their own way in the NFL. Looking at it, man, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say Mike McDaniels, but Mike McDaniels is 35-35 and lost two in the playoffs. And they call him marijuana Mike, man, for some reason. But I feel like at this point in time, if you're looking at the full circle as what they were doing and who they coached, I feel like Todd Monken from the Ravens, he's out there right now. I feel like we can go get him. The man
Mm-mm.
in
Don't do
2023
that.
in
Hell
2020
no.
in 2020. Listen, just hear me out. Hold up, how y'all gonna tell me when y'all asking me a question? No, I ain't with
You're right.
it.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Y'all gonna tell me no? No, I'm gonna telling y'all no. Look, the man was 13-4, first in division in 2023. He was 12-5 in 2024, first in division. In 2023, he won the division 34-10 by the Texans. In 2025, he won the wild card 28-14 by the Steelers. And then last year, wasn't so good. But if you're looking at the total, everything that he's got, he's got Lamar. Lamar's got legs. Jalen potentially has legs. So you're basically doing it with the same style quarterback. So if he can make it to the playoffs and win playoff games, I'm all for it. Yeah, the man's almost 60 something years old, but at the same time, it's what he's done. He's been a offensive coordinator for Georgia. He's offensive coordinator for Ole Miss. I mean, the guy, he got an impressive resume. That's what I think. I think we should go for Todd Monken.
See, my only thing with it is for the same reason you was talking about Mike. McDaniels, and me personally, I just want to see somebody that comes in that's not predictable. You know what I mean? That's going to be able to handle the locker room, everything that's going on in the locker room. Because we'll talk about this in a little bit. I want to be able to, somebody with the maturity that's going to come in and do that and hold their own as the offensive coordinator. The reason why, and speaking of Mike McDaniel, you talk about his playoff record and this and this. The reason why is you got to look at Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio got kicked out as a head coach because he sucked as a head coach. You know what I mean? When he was out in Denver doing his thing, Mike McDaniels kicked him off the staff in Miami. So my thing is, just because you're a good head coach doesn't mean it translates to being a good offensive coordinator, and vice versa. Just because you're a good offensive coordinator doesn't mean, and the converse can be said of both as well. And so I like Mike McDaniels, but you also got to look at who he had too while he was down there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't always calling the plays. I mean, he had Tua. Shit. As many concussions as Tua has since he's been down there, you know what I'm saying? And then he had Cheetah that was down there. Cheetah got hurt, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they were slotted to do something a little bit better, but I mean, I think it was his predicament that's kind of, halted his progression, So then you look at it on one end, when you evaluate an offensive coordinator, you give him on this play call and all this stuff. Same thing that Ellison was doing, and same thing you're doing about, the guy in the rear in Georgia and all that stuff. But then the head coach, who do you give the accomplishments to versus who do you give the losses to? Do you put it on the offensive coordinator or do you put it on the head coach?
Well, shit, y'all was putting it on me. Y'all was putting it on me.
You was the closest target. And
to y'all,
we got sick and tired of being sick and tired of telling you about these plays.
Look here, y'all was putting it on me, and I'm the furthest away from the clipboard. Okay, don't be trying to don't try to segue it now. I don't want y'all to hear that. As y'all can see, I'm still on the payroll. As y'all can see right there, it says still on payroll.
I don't know how anybody on that offensive staff on that side of the ball has a job or is employed with the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know.
Hey, guess what? It's all about the contract. So I protect myself.
To include Nick Sirianni.
He's not going. He's not. That Super Bowl will save him for a couple of years. He's okay. Yes. Yeah, he's gonna have to make some changes, but he's not going nowhere. Y'all not firing him.
Yeah.
So you got the reason why I say that is because Doug Peterson, like I said, he got fired 2 years after he won the Super Bowl, right? Same predicament.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say I think that this is a make or break year for Nick Sirianni finally is because they have openly relegated him to certain roles, right? You know what I'm saying? So when Howie and Jeff Lurie, the owner, is publicly saying you can talk to the guy, but you ain't got no decision in this because everybody else you brought in has sunk, right? You brought in Brian, you brought in this guy, you know what I'm saying? So I think that he's on his last leg. That's just me to be honest.
Yeah. Once I seen that, they was like, you could sit in on the interviews, but as far as you got no pull, you got no say so. I was like, yeah, Nick got one foot out the door already. He got one foot out the door. This is his life. If he don't make it this season, if he don't do nothing this season, he gone.
Didn't he hire? He hired Shane Steichen. Wasn't that his hire?
No,
that was
his only two hires. His only two hires was Brian Johnson and this knucklehead. That's it. Okay. And they both failed.
Okay.
Yeah, those were his when they gave him the all power to do it. Those were his hires. Right. For Shane Steichen and for Kellen Moore, that was Howie's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it is what it is, man. You go from there, man. I just think that, like I said, man, Ellison, you smart guy, intelligent guy. I think that you at your level of knowledge, with the level of talent that the Eagles had on that roster, you will be able to slide in there and do the same things that he had, man. He hasn't really changed the culture. When AJ was doing whatever, you didn't pull him to the side. You didn't stop it. You know what I mean? All of this type of stuff. You out there yelling at the fans in the stands and all of this stuff. I think that he had a great team that was placed in him. It's the same way when Stephen Kerr got the Warriors from, what's his name?
Mark Jackson.
From Mark Jackson, right? You didn't have to do anything those first couple of years because they gave you all of that talent. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, you call it timeouts.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for him. Not to shoot him down. I mean, he gets credit for the wins and all of this stuff. But my thing is, what have you done to change the culture, right, inside of the Eagles organization? What did you do when you recognized that your friend, the one that you hired, was tanking? I mean, calling in the same place we predict. You didn't do nothing. You let that ride for the entire year. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I mean, this is y'all team. Y'all would know more than me. But just on the outside looking in, I see that Super Bowl win and his mentality. I see the way he embraces Philly and Philly embraces him. So and him and Dougie P are two different personalities. So I think Dougie P at the end kind of wanted out, um, because all the backlash and the media up there. I think he was kind of ready to go. He had one foot out the door a little bit. I think Sirianni's in this for the long haul. I'm not saying the next 5 or 10 years, but I don't see him going nowhere. I could see y'all being in the same predicament y'all were this year, and him still having a job. I don't
Yeah,
see him being run out anytime soon. But that's just me. Like I said, it's
yeah,
y'all
I
team.
look
Y'all
at
would
it
know
like
more than me.
with Nick Sirianni. I know Michi can't stand him. I get it, but at the same time, if he continuously takes us to the playoffs and continuously year after year gives us shots, I don't see him going nowhere to nowhere no time soon. I get it. Michi wanted him gone last year and probably the year before that. Well, not the year before that, but definitely last year he wanted him gone. But yeah,
I
But
it,
wanted
Mitch,
to go. I
it,
wanted to
it
go
it's just
every
it's
year.
just hard. It's just hard to let somebody go if
yeah,
you're
yeah,
constantly making the playoffs.
yeah,
Just like Mike
Thompson.
Tomlin.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
see how
Thompson.
long it took him before, and then he had to step down. And I feel like that
Yeah.
was a mutual thing. I just feel like even with that, we might get into that later, but I just feel like as long as he continuously takes the playoffs, it's hard to let somebody go when he's constantly year after year after year giving you a chance.
But Mitch,
It's just
you're
hard.
not wrong. You're not wrong in your thoughts, Mitch. I mean, you're not wrong at all. I can see that. I can see that playing out to where even if y'all have a good year and do even make it to this point next year, him being still be out. So you're not wrong. I just don't see it right now. You could be right for sure.
He's just, I believe, man, he's really gonna get exposed this year because you look at the NFC East, man. Washington Commanders, they are coming this year. You know what I'm saying? They had the injuries and all that stuff that they managed last year. Washington is coming.
But
Those
we
boys
said
in
that
New
last year, though, Meach.
no,
We
no, no,
said
no,
that
no. But
last year. They got hurt. Yes, injuries did play a part. But everybody in the NFL world said what you're saying last year for this year and what they
no,
True.
do.
but look at it though. I mean, their quarterback,
I
their
get it.
franchise
I get it.
quarterback is out. What do you expect?
I get it. But guess what? Where are they? Where were they?
No, he ain't lying. He right. Yeah, Duke
Same
is right.
place. We said the
We
same thing about
yeah,
they gonna be hell next year. And guess what? They were good until he got hurt.
yeah. And we
So
had
at
some
that point,
issues too. Yeah, for sure. You're
right.
right. You're
So
right.
so at that point, if it didn't happen and they didn't go, now is it on the head coach or is it on the players?
Right.
Who you mean? Who you mean? The Commanders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean all of it. Like this year, I mean, just looking at
The
where you're
NFC
at
East
now,
in
and where you're
total.
projected to go, right? If you look at the Commanders now, what they're doing, their defense wasn't trash. Their offense the year before last wasn't trash. You know what I mean? They had all the injuries and all this stuff, so they playing over that. Got it. Same thing with the Giants. If you look at those guys, I mean, they had a lot more to do, you know what I mean, and all this type of stuff. But you bringing in a coach that can hopefully change the culture. Scatterboo, I mean, he's probably not going to last, 10 years, but I mean, he gonna give you everything he got on every play. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
He'll run his neck into a brick wall if he got to get a first down. He's not ready. But if you look at those pieces that they're trying to put together, it's not the Cowboys. I mean, let's be honest about it. Call a spade a spade. Their offense was great. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But their
mm-hmm.
defense was trash. So if they fix
Mm-hmm.
a couple pieces on their defense, we have the most competitive potential season. I mean, division wise. You know what I mean? Outside of the NFC West.
No, I agree
I
with you.
agree.
I agree with you.
I
Yeah, yeah,
agree.
for
Yeah.
sure.
It's the NFC beast.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
One person I think that y'all should
What up,
actually
Low?
look at for OC. Brian Dayball wouldn't be a bad hire for y'all either. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
him,
lie to
him
you.
and Jalen got ties from Alabama, so I mean,
I ain't,
they
Well,
I
well,
ain't gonna lie.
he
And
didn't do nothing with Jalen in Alabama. He didn't
he
do nothing
sure
when
Yeah,
Jalen
did.
was out of Alabama.
I,
He
He
didn't do
sure
nothing with
did.
I think
And,
I think
and he's 21 and 41.
I see. I got to take that what he's done as a head coach out the window. He's a man can call plays. He knows what he's doing, and some of that I got to attribute to who he has at quarterback too. I mean, just because you have a mid-tier guy at quarterback, don't mean you can't call plays and don't know what you're doing on the offensive side of the ball. Brian Daboll is a good coach, man. I'm telling you, he might not have been in the best situation with the Giants. Might have had a trash GM and Joe Shane, but he can coach, man. I'm telling you,
he can
Brian
coordinate.
Daboll is
He can
good.
be an offensive coordinator. He's
He's an
not a good head
OC.
coach.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
he's not a head coach.
Yeah,
That's the same
Coordinator,
thing for
cool.
Vic Fangio. Like I said in the beginning, Vic Fangio, he didn't have success as a head coach, but he's a monster as a coordinator.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. So me personally, I think that'd be a good fit for y'all. But I haven't seen any other names come across besides Mike McDaniel and Brian Daboll. Anybody y'all hearing as far as y'all OC?
Now
Not that
it's
I've
a few
seen.
of the only reason I'm still leery on it is because of the, like I said, the AJ Brown situation, all of this type of stuff. You need somebody that has the abilities of a head coach, but knows how to play their role as an offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? That's going to be able to come in there because, like everybody has said and recognized on here, calling plays as an offensive coordinator is an art,
The art.
right? It's not the random plays. Let's do this like you playing Madden.
Right.
You're planning out based upon their defensive schemes and all this stuff that they're showing you, making those quarterly adjustments, those halftime adjustments, and all of this type of stuff. Based upon the talent that you got on the team, everybody that you got on the team, you got Jalen Hurts in, you're able to call plays that's going to suit him. You got the back Kenny Pick or whoever else that comes in, you can suit him as well. So that's why I say it's a science. I want somebody stronger that's proven, like you said, Duke. You bring in that guy, he's doing the stuff. He has, the ability to do that. I like those type of guys, not no random person, man.
I
Yeah.
feel you.
Don't give me someone that we ain't got no film on as far as playing call. Like, this gonna be your first year too? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't with no first years. Give me somebody that got a little obey on them. You know what I'm
But
saying? A
like,
little seasoning.
I differ a little bit. On the offensive side of the ball, I want somebody like we did, somebody young, innovative. No one has tape on them. On the defense side of the ball, I give you that. I want somebody that's old fashioned, that, yeah, want to cut his teeth on defense. He's been in the league, 25, 30 years. He know what he's doing. But on the offense side of the ball, this game is moving every year, man. And you need some young whippersnappers to come in there and just, bring some newness and freshness to the game, especially on the offense side of the ball when everybody's scoring. You know what
yeah.
I mean? So that's just me.
That's why I like Mike McDaniel, because he made a comment similar to the one that you're saying. You know what I mean? Offensive coordinators, you need somebody that's going to shake it. If you're doing everything that's already seen, you're going to
Right,
suck.
right, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But I think that if you bring in a great offensive coordinator, and I've been talking about this guy, I like him. He's our quarterback. But I think if you bring in somebody great, you run the risk of exposing Jalen Hurts for what he truly is or what he truly ain't.
But I think Mike McDaniel could do the same thing he did with Tua. He made Tua look an all pro guy for
Yeah.
a couple of years there. So I know he had to put the weapons around him, had to revamp that offensive line and stuff like that. So I think he could do the same thing for Jalen, with the weapons y'all have, and
I
and
agree.
yeah. So I think that'd be a great hire for y'all, and he runs the ball too. He's
Yeah.
not one to shy away from running the football. So I think that'd be a great hire for y'all. It wouldn't be a great hire for me, but I think for y'all, I like the fit, but we'll see what happens.
Because,
I
dude,
just think with Mike McDaniel, I just think with Mike McDaniels, I think he's a good. I mean, if you look at what he did when he first came in the league at Miami, right? Everybody's like, oh, high power. He's a schematic guy. He's looking at pros and cons of this, and he's analytically doing this, which is good. But at the same time, just like Elsa said, he had Tua. He did have the cheater for a hot second, and they were moving, they was flying. But then somehow, some way, they got exposed, and the next thing you know, people got hurt, and then they got put in bad situations. So I think he'll be. If he came, I think he would be all right. I think he'd do good. But I just feel like he can't get rid of that Southern stuff that Sal got on him. You know what I'm saying? You can't be up on the sidelines with gazelle glasses on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just can't be out here like that, bro. You want to be out here. He's constantly sweating for what reason we don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's constantly sweating. I don't know if it's the powder or what was going on, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like he's a risk. I just feel like this dude's a risk.
Anybody that's going to come in and run the ball, you're going to have success, right? That's the same thing Kellen Moore did when he came in. They was throwing the ball in Dallas because they didn't have that receiver the year that he came over. Sorry, they didn't have that running back when he came in. So Dak was airing the ball out. When Kellen Moore came, we ran the ball. Look at the maximum. AJ Brown has never had a 1,500-yard season since he's been in Philly. So it's not like, the offensive coordinator came in and stunted the growth of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was never airing the ball. Like, his max season was only 23 air touchdowns. That's it. It's not like we had some guy to come in and held Jalen Hurts back. No, not at all. Jalen Hurts has never been that guy.
Yeah.
I get it, but at the same time,
more than 30 times, we lose.
At the same time, though, when Jalen, he may not have aired the ball out, he may not have done that, and I give everybody that, but nobody in the Philadelphia Eagles world was worried about him throwing touchdowns when he was running for 1 or 2 touchdowns a game. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 touchdowns a game. No one said anything. They was like, oh, as long as we're winning, it's touchdowns this, touchdown that. That's cool. So I don't understand how now the argument is, oh, well, he only threw for so many touchdowns. No one was saying that shit when he was running 1-yard touchdowns and he was getting this. Nobody said it.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, let me finish my damn soliloquy then. So, like I said, nobody was saying nothing about him throwing touchdowns and because he was running for him. So anyone who can they can miss me with that. I ain't trying to hear it.
I'm glad you said. I'm gonna roll the tape. When I said it. When he was stealing touchdowns from Saquon Barkley, I said, I know we won. A win is a win, but I said that.
So everything you said prior to but don't matter.
Yeah, I said the same because it doesn't show the maturity of a quarterback.
Everything you said prior to the but don't matter because you already know it. And now we can run that tape back because you said that on the show too.
If you want if you're talking about a franchise quarterback, you have to show maturity in your playing style. Period. You have to change from a running quarterback to a quarterback that can run.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. That's very true. All I'm saying is no one had a problem with him throwing touchdowns because he was running them.
But I mean, just because you had the success offensively that you had last year doesn't mean no one else can see the cracks. Like there were some cracks there.
So if that's the case, then don't say a win is a win. You can't say that then.
Then you're not giving a win away. What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, you can say that.
So you're saying, well, no one was saying
you know how many times we don't won games and I said we should have lost? Yeah, the cracks were there, but I take the win.
You said that. I hold that season we went
absolutely.
We went 10-1. You said the same thing.
You're right. You are exactly right. I did. What I'm saying is if you're gonna say what Ellison said, then you can't say that then.
No, you can't say that. What are you talking about?
You can't be critical of a win, though. Absolutely. That's
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't be critical of win. I'm just saying if you're gonna sit back and say, oh yeah, well this and the third, but hey, a win is a win. Look, everything you said prior to the but don't matter then. If it's a win.
I'll say this from the day I met you on Terror Dome show. I told you what your quarterback was. Yeah, you can go ahead because you're on the offensive side.
No, you did.
You call plays, and that's your territory. You can go ahead and try to, prop the man up.
I suggest. I don't. Wait, hold on. I got to stop you there. I don't call them. I suggest them. I don't call them though. I'm the person out there saying what we should be.
All y'all in the same pot together, so those calls suggest whatever. But I told you what your quarterback was, the limitations that he has. He's a mid-tier guy, and there's nothing wrong with being mid-tier. When I bring that point up about Brock Purdy and other quarterbacks, people take it as slander. No, man, it is what it is. No. He's not elite, but he's not terrible either. It's just he has limitations. That's all it is. And the limitations when you have a good defensive coordinator and good pieces on defense and you playing that other team, they will get exposed at times, especially when you don't have the play caller to help them out either. And that's what y'all fell into this year.
Yeah, that's what Kellen Moore did. He played around Jalen Hurts' limitations.
Yeah,
that's the truth. He played around his limitations because he's not that. If you're an elite guy, and I'm talking trash on him, I guess I am, but you should. If the run isn't working, you should be able to air that thing out. You know what I mean? To get us out of that running slump. Once they start defending the run, now you can run. Once they start defending the pass, now you can run the ball again. That's what I just didn't see that maturity of Jalen Hurts. I don't know.
And I blame a lot on Patullo, man, because I could tell outside looking in, when Kellen Moore was y'all OC, man, he utilized Jalen Hurts' legs a little bit more than what Patullo did. And I think y'all had to do that to move the football and move the chain sometimes. And I didn't see that this year for whatever reason. I think on some teams, not just y'all, I see it on other teams too. Once you give a certain quarterback money, man, it's like I gotta prove, or we have to prove he's worthy of that money. So we go sit him back in the pocket and make him something that he's not. No, keep him doing what he was doing, even though you paid him. Like it makes no sense to me.
Very true. Hey, me and Rod always say two things kill quarterbacks. When they get the money, I'm sorry, 3 things kill quarterbacks. When they get paid, when they get married, and when they have a baby. Them three things, they destroy a quarterback. Me and Roy, we say it all the time. We say it all the time. The last game we played, Kevin Patillo, he tried to utilize Jalen Hurts' legs and try to get some design runs. But at that point, like, Patillo, it's too late, KP.
Too late.
You can't do it now. It's too late. And then the two that he did have, they both got called back. So it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you're going to do it, you got to do it early in the season. You got to do it early in the season. If you don't do it early in the season, you can't do it in the playoffs thinking this shit's going to work. No, it ain't going to work.
So my analogy, and we're gonna move on. My analogy is if you know what I mean, when you was doing drill sergeant of the cycles and all of this stuff, right? Y'all had the best company that's out there. You know that one drill sergeant Bravo platoon, you know what I mean? He said, you know that joke is trash, right? Hey, but Alpha company's winning, but that platoon side, that drill sergeant sucks. It's the same thing. It's you winning the accolades,
two totally different things.
No, same thing.
Totally different. You got four drill sergeants per platoon. Switch them out. Switch them out. Get them out of there. Put somebody else in there. That don't even matter. That has nothing to do with that.
Same thing.
We know he ain't making no platoon. He ain't doing no DNC. No, absolutely not. No, put Cursor on DNC. Put Williams on, but do not use Johnson. No. Do not use him. Johnson.
Hey,
trash.
but y'all still the best company. Hey, so moving on, man. Of our coach and then y'all's defense or y'all offensive coordinator as well. What do you think, Sal, will be the first order of business that needs to happen?
I mean, for me, besides even working on any play call, I just think he needs to bring the offense back together. You understand what I'm saying? He needs to come in and get everybody back on the same accord, because we got all this stuff going on where AJ and Jalen said this and all this other stuff going on. He needs to bring back the unity back in our offense before he can do it, before he does anything else.
What you got, Duke?
I feel like when the new OC comes in, the first thing he needs to do is sit down with me and figure out how we're going to play this. That's one. But outside of that, he needs to sit down with Jalen and be completely transparent. Like, Jalen, I need to know what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. Figure that out. And then after that, you start once you figure that out, you sit down with the offensive line and say, look, these are the things we need to work on. We need to work on these things, blah, 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 pass blocking, this, that, a third. And then from there, you work on his strengths, and then you focus on his weaknesses and try to build his weaknesses up to become at least mid-tier on his weakness. So if he knows his weaknesses are, say, a 2 or 3, then build that same weakness up to a 5 or 6. But I'm not saying it's got to be perfect, but you just got to build that weakness up, and whatever he's good at, make him flourish in his goodness on whatever positive side he is as far as the passing game, whatever. And then from there, we can work from there. That's what I would do.
What you got, Ellison, for y'all, either offensive or defensive side?
Defensively, we're gonna have to retool that whole side of the ball for the most part. So draft, free agency is mostly gonna be priority defensive players, edge rusher, a corner, probably a linebacker. So we definitely got some holes to fill over there. Pause. Offensively, it's just really the scheme and getting guys healthy. We had Jaden and Terry McLaurin and other guys get hurt. We got to find a tight end because Zach Ertz got hurt later part of the year, so he's not coming back anytime soon. He might miss all next year if he does come back at all. So we definitely got some replacing to do. So it's more about who do you have more than just scheme right now. You want to see who's available and what your roster going to look like before you institute anything.
Yeah. Ours, man. My opinion on here is the first thing that he would have to do is it's a toss up between get some offensive line so you can work on that timing and all that stuff to give Jalen Hurts the blocking, or sit. I know Jalen's the quarterback, but you need to sit down with AJ Brown and figure out where his headspace is at, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because Jalen's in the game. You know what I mean? You can work on his stuff, but I think that getting AJ Brown's mentality on track to where it needs to be. And that should be number one priority, because I think AJ's AJ. He's going to flourish, but I think that he exposed that guy and everything just went downhill from there, man. So, hey, moving forward, man, what is your stance on him? AJ, keep him or trade him, Sal?
I mean, for me, I keep him. Besides even all like the cap hits and all that stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, AJ, he's a great receiver. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find too many out there like him. And for me, I mean, Jalen needs those weapons around him, you know, for him to flourish. So for me, I just say, I mean, AJ, he's here, man. He ain't going nowhere right now.
Yeah, you saw how I did that, dude. You saw how I transitioned into that question. Yeah. What you got? What you got on?
So like, I ain't gonna lie. Like last show, I was like, you know, fuck it, get rid of him. But I was in my emotions and I was girling at the time, so I can't look at it like that way. I ain't gonna lie. I was girling. I was in my emotions. But looking at it now, I'm like, you know what? I understand his frustrations and I understand mine too, but at the same time, like Sal said, AJ is AJ. He's gonna want the ball. Any top tier receiver is gonna want the ball, and because of our OC KP, which is out now, and to be honest, I don't even want to speak his name because I'm pissed at him. But if you do get another OC in there that's able to come up with these design plays to give him the ball to make him flourish, he'll be right back to the same AJ that we had, you know, 2 seasons ago. So I definitely feel as though we need to keep him, obviously, along with the cap hits and stuff like that. We're not going to even get into all that. But if we can get another OC in to let him flourish and let him be AJ and let Devontae be Devontae and let Dallas be Dallas, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
We can't let a go receiver like that slip out our hands, even though he lets the ball slip out his hands sometimes.
What you got, Ellison?
No, I agree. I hope y'all trade him. I hope y'all cut him, release him, whatever y'all gotta do. But you know, to be completely honest, man, I think when he's right and he's on point, AJ Brown's a top 10 receiver in the game and a borderline top 5 for me. And that's coming from a Washington fan. So I think y'all definitely have to keep him. I think the chemistry with Jalen Hurts isn't there. I don't think nobody can make them friends and make them, you know, go out to dinner and stuff. But I think that chemistry just on the field just has to get better somehow for y'all to have success. He's a top 10 player, man. I'm not gonna let that last part of the season deter me away from how good he is. He's a hell of a football player, hell of a wide receiver. So if y'all don't keep him, it's a negative for y'all. So I think it's a must that y'all keep him in house and, you know, try to get that chemistry right as much as you can with Jalen Hurts. It'd be a devastating loss for y'all if y'all lose that guy.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
hey, so let's talk about some of these other vacancies we got going on around the league. I mean, there was 8 or 9 coaching spots that was open. They're trying to fill one. The Giants trying to fill one with Harbaugh. Everybody's already heard those news, man. We'll just go around and pick just different teams. Or if you haven't, you know, if you don't have any experience or you haven't been watching that team, you can pick another team. But what do you think about the Miami head coach and Duke?
I feel like the OC from the Commanders, I think he'll do good either in Miami or Atlanta. He'll do real good with them. Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury, he'll do real good in Miami and he'll do real good in Atlanta. I think both of those teams have weapons that he can use, and I think he'll do well.
He got screwed over too, though. If you say he's a good coach, he got screwed over too with little man Mighty Mouse running around there in Arizona.
Who?
Kingsbury. That's where he came from.
No, the Commanders head coach.
No, Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he was in Arizona first.
He was in Arizona with Mighty Mouse. He was the head coach out there.
But Mighty Mouse, he ain't gonna be here this year. This coming.
No. What I'm saying is he's in the same predicament that you was talking about, like Mike McDaniels and all that stuff. How he had a bad team, but he was a good coach. Kingsbury was the same guy. He was coaching abilities, but he was with a shitty team down there with Mighty Mouse running around down there in Arizona.
Right. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that, like, if you get him down there in Miami, obviously Tua is going to be gone. That's obvious. So they'll bring in another, either your boy might. I don't know where Miami falls in the draft, but if they can get a decent quarterback, they have weapons down there to include Atlanta. Like they got Bijan.
They're going to use you. They're not bringing in nobody else.
No, they're bringing in somebody else.
Yeah, they're not bringing in nobody to take over Ewers. I think they're going to use Ewers as their guy moving forward for now, though.
They better not. That kid can't play, man. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. They're gonna bring in a vet. I can see Jameis or somebody going in there for a year or two. They can have a bridge for a couple of years, but this quarterback draft class, ain't nobody in this class.
No, not at all.
Ain't nobody.
Jameis better stick to selling shirts. That's what he better do.
The kid from Indiana, they got him going pecking first for to the Raiders, to Vegas. I'm not big on him. If anything, I see a Jared Goff at his best. I don't know if I take that with the #1 pick, but this is my wheelhouse. I like coaching vacancies and rebuilding projects. So I like all the Tennessee is a big time opportunity for somebody. You
Oh
got a
yeah.
first year GM. You can retool that whole roster. The Vegas is the same way. You can retool that roster. I would trade Max Crosby and get as
Oh
many
yeah.
assets because you're not going anywhere with him. So I'll trade him and get as many assets as I can back for him and rebuild that whole roster. Atlanta is a good landing spot. I can see Kevin Stefanski there, who was in Cleveland. I think he's a good coach, even though he was in a bad situation. Green Bay, you never know. That still might open because I think Matt LaFleur, some of them people want him out of there. Um,
Mm,
Pittsburgh, you already know whoever get that job, they're gonna be there 15, 20 years. So that's a great opportunity for
Yeah.
somebody. I
Hmm.
could see Robert Saleh in Pittsburgh. I really could. I think he fit I think he fits Pittsburgh to a T. But that's just me from the outside. I ain't touching Baltimore. I think that's the worst job out there. I
really?
really do. I do. I do. They got so many. They got go look at the age of some of them guys and look at some of the money that they have on some of them players, man. That
Yeah.
and the quarterback there has limitations too. I wouldn't touch Baltimore. I would not. That's just
See,
You
the
me.
know
only,
what? Listen to that Pittsburgh pick. That Pittsburgh, that ain't too bad because
It ain't too
Pittsburgh is
bad.
known for the defense. Salah's a defensive guy. You know what I'm saying?
Telling
If
you,
he can
man.
get a good OC in there to run that offense, but the only
I
thing
can see
is
solid there
you got to
Yeah,
get your quarterback in there.
I
You
think
got
Salah
to
for
got a
get your
sure
bad
quarterback.
deal, and he got a bad deal for the
with
Jets.
the
That was
Jets.
all
I do.
Rodgers
Yeah,
did
Yeah,
to him.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. He was
I
rough.
agree. Yeah. I
A
agree.
little rough.
so if
I
you
wouldn't
if,
touch
if
Baltimore.
looking at Pittsburgh as well, Aaron Rodgers is leaving. Who you gonna put in there? You gonna try to get a vet. You don't because Pittsburgh
Yeah.
always plays well enough so they're not at the bottom of the draft. Like they're not drafting no QB, right? And
Hmm.
then they're always right in the middle of the pack. So you know what I'm saying? They just gonna be next year is gonna be shit for Pittsburgh too because you need another receiver to
Good.
back up DK Metcalf. He's gonna get now. You need a quarterback that can get the ball to both of them. I just
Right.
don't know. I just don't know how you get rid of Pickens when you got DK Metcalf on one side, you could have had Pickens on the other side. I mean, come on.
That's what I thought they was gonna do when they first traded for DK. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, they gonna be tough. But then they traded
Yeah.
away Pickens. I was like, now you kind of hurting yourself there because you had twin towers on both sides of the ball. So
Yeah,
I don't know that their GM is fairly new. This might be his third or fourth year coming up,
Yeah.
and he's from the outside. They didn't hire like in house. They didn't
I,
promote like in house. He's from the outside. So hey man,
but I guess when you got one receiver begging and pleading for the ball and the other one dealing with CTE, I don't know. He may have said, go ahead and get rid of him. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Mitzi, Metcalf is a CTE away from being the MIA.
That
That
joker's a
joker,
monster,
boy.
though, man. See,
Yeah, yeah,
DK Metcalf is a monster.
he
yeah,
is a
Yes,
monster,
he
bro.
is.
He's a
yeah,
monster. That boy
yeah,
Yeah.
fast. He's strong.
yeah,
He a monster, bro.
yeah.
And then
But
Yes,
Pickens,
he
you
is.
see him lighting it up down there in Dallas, man. I mean,
yeah,
you just looking like what could have been.
yeah. But I wouldn't.
Hmm.
For me, and I know Baltimore probably gonna get a good hire too. But I wouldn't touch Baltimore. I wouldn't touch Cleveland. Cleveland got some young pieces though, so that could be a good job depending on who they hire. Because their defense is fairly young, so they had a good draft last year, so they got some pieces there. Miami, that's another rebuilding project. But that's me. I like rebuilding projects. New GM, new coach. You can fashion everything to a T the way you want it there for a couple of years, as long as you show production and show productivity and show that you on the come up. So, but it'll be interesting. I see Harbaugh's supposed to be going to the Giants. I don't know if he is. They ain't signed that deal yet, so we'll see what happens there. I'm not scared of Harbaugh coming to the Giants. They still got Jackson Dart. As long as they got Jackson Dart, I think we'll be all right.
He'd be all
Yeah.
right. He's the same way as Scatterboo, man. He don't know how to, I
Yeah,
mean he don't understand that health is wealth, man.
yeah,
He going for the right
Hmm.
now play. I'm gonna
yeah,
sacrifice my whole career for this first down. I
Just one
just
Yeah,
play.
yeah,
yeah.
Just
yeah,
forever, I'm gonna give you anything.
yeah. I can
He
see.
play like Josh, but he ain't built like Josh. You know what I'm saying?
No, no.
He play like Josh Allen, but he ain't built like Josh Allen.
but see
I-
he he plays like Josh Allen, but Josh Allen is smart about it though. You know what I'm saying? He sacrifices his body on plays that really matter. Jackson Dart do it on. I mean, it's the first play of the game.
30 40.
Yeah.
30 40. He out there.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. I want everybody to know I'm not giving up. Jackson, it's first and 25, bro. You ain't gotta do that. Get out of bounds.
Right.
Now Josh should do it on like 3rd and 3. Okay, cool. He'll try to second. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this guy out here just running around like he RG3. You see what happened to him? Cut short. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta see Jackson Dart do it from the pocket more. You know, he got away with it, his athletic ability for the most part this past year. I gotta see him do it from the pocket, man. I want to see when he got a good zone defense, good scheme against him on the other side of the ball. I want to see him throw a tight window throw down the hash, down the seam.
We'll see what happens when Neighbors comes back this next season.
I heard he had a cane, walking with a cane for the past.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's a good thing though.
Maybe
for us.
No. I mean, walking with a cane is a good thing because he's just trying to limit the amount of pressure that he's putting on.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Because everybody in Adrian Peterson, I mean, he tore his shit and got down 5 months later. He got the rushing title.
Yeah. He built different. He was built way different.
He was built different, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I still know that long run he got on this when he played for Washington. That long run he did on this, it was crazy.
Oh, yeah. 90
it's like 92 yards or something like that. I'm like,
yeah.
But the Giants. I mean, I like the Harbaugh hire. And I see you transition to it right there. I like the hire.
Perfect. That boy, he on it. Get him, Meech. Get him.
I like the hire.
Y'all must have rehearsed this shit.
I like the hire, but I'm not scared of Harbaugh's in the division. You know, I think it's a plus for them, but you know, I'm not shivering over here. That's just me.
What you got on it, Sal?
I just think, I mean, I think it's a good hire. To me, it's a good hire. You know, I think he sees some similarities as far as, you know, Jackson Dart he's a scrambler and all that stuff. He sees some similarities as far as what he had in Baltimore. And, you know, but I just don't think, I think Harbaugh days as far as getting the Super Bowl, I think they trash. They done. He's not going to win another Super Bowl, but I think it's a good hire for New York.
What do you think, Duke?
Yeah, I you know, it's a good hire for New York. I feel like he has players around him, players he can build up, players that he can train and coach. I don't think that he was able to really teach, coach, and mentor a lot of those guys over in Baltimore anymore just because of their age and the accolades that they already have. So, you know, he's coming in. He's got a fresh new quarterback. He's got a fresh new running back. I feel like, you know, he'll do well. I don't think he's going to win the NFC East championship. You know, the first 1 or 2 years, maybe I'll give maybe the third, maybe fourth year, more like the fourth, and he may win it then. But coming out the gate, it's a good hire for them. You know, he's going to shake it up just a little bit, but like Ellison, I'm not worried or scared about him coming over to the NFC by any means. He'll do well.
I think he's bringing people with him. Is he bringing, if he goes, and he bringing some people with him from the?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's bringing some staff with him when he goes.
I think Todd Monken, your guy, actually might go with him to the Giants.
Yeah, I mean they said he may go with him, but they also said that that Harbaugh gave him the liberty to, you know, go out and do something else. So
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, y'all know he was a quarterback as well, so I think that would be able to influence Jackson Dart a lot more than, you know, somebody else. I mean, shit, he played quarterback in the league, so.
Who? John Harbaugh?
Harbaugh, yeah.
No, that Jim Harbaugh played quarterback.
Jim Harbaugh played quarterback. Yeah. Who they got? Oh yeah, Jim Harbaugh played quarterback. Yeah, my bad. Well, he'll be able to teach him. He'll be able to help him out.
I don't know.
Because if you look at the point I was going to make was if you're talking about quarterback development, in my opinion, Lamar Jackson has elevated every year he's been in the league. Statistically, right? I know he still hasn't gotten over that hump and did all that type of thing. And, you know, each playoff game he's had his fumbles and all of this type of stuff, but he did bring them back and put them in a position to win each time. I mean, you got the one guy fumble the ball, you got the other guy not catching the ball and all of this type of stuff. So he did bring them back. But I think that he will be able to, you know, help Jackson Dart out, and then more so make those roster moves that need to happen for New York to be relevant again, man. Because like they said on the one thing, man, I mean, they had out of the last 10 seasons, New York's only had 2 winning seasons out of the last. I said, dang.
Yeah. It's been rough for them.
They
Yeah,
had
it's
Yeah.
been rough.
10 lost seasons out of 10. I said, damn.
Yeah, it's been rough for them. But like I said, it's a good hire. He can come in there and set the culture for 3-4 years or whatever. I don't know if he's going to get the whole 5 years of his deal, but he can come in and set the culture and tailor it to where he didn't. I see Baltimore North. That's what I see. I don't
Okay.
know if he. I don't think he'll have the success that he had in Baltimore, but I see I see the same scheme offensively. I see the same defensive similarities. I just see
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore North.
See, I just think too that he was successful. The team was good. I'm not taking nothing from any other players, but it also helps if you have a Cleveland in your division. It helps
Yeah,
if you
sure.
have a Pittsburgh
Yeah,
not doing your thing in your division, and you have premier talent on your team. So you
right,
come into a league where the other quarterback is Jaden Daniels, the other quarterback is Jalen Hurts, the other quarterback is Dak Prescott. I mean, you're
right,
doing this and all this type of. So it's not going to be an easy run for you to just transition your skills from Baltimore and have that immediate success
right.
in the NFC East. That's just my
Mm-hmm.
opinion on it.
Right.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yep.
we ain't moving.
Good hire though.
It ain't clicking.
What you mean you ain't clicking? You changed the batteries out on your
Yeah, trying to hit 7.
thing?
There you go.
Work for
There we
me.
go. Hey, so
Work for me.
who you got, Duke?
They got them rail vacs in there, huh?
The best one left.
The best in
one
the
left
AFC.
in the NFC.
The best one, pound for pound, all around. I feel like, I hate to say it, but I feel like the Bills. But I do feel like they're gonna lose though, against the
NFC.
Broncos.
NFC.
NFC.
Oh,
NFC.
NFC. Oh, hey, Matthew Stafford's that guy over there. I hate to say it, but the Rams looking good. I don't think they're. It ain't the 49ers, I can tell you that. So all y'all Winders fans, just be prepared. It's coming. The Seahawks, I'm gonna get to them. Yeah, I'm gonna get to them. That's all right. Hey, I got shit queued up. It's queued up, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, I feel like the Rams pound for pound, they're just better than all the other teams. I don't see them losing. I just don't see them losing.
Who you got, Sal?
I'm gonna say that. I mean, because I just like you said right now. Oh boy's questionable. The quarterback for the Seattle, he's questionable right now. He got an oblique issue.
He playing.
But still, I just don't think. Me like Duke said, I think it's Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, the Rams. Man, I think the Rams are looking good. I'm just going.
Who you got, Ellis?
The Rams.
I'm saying it right now. If the Rams beat Chicago in that weather, I think the Rams going to the Super Bowl. I think they still. I like Seattle's defense. I don't trust the offense. I don't trust the quarterback. And like Duke and Sal said, man, Matt Stafford's still alive, and you give him a shot. I think he gonna take it. So if they beat Chicago in that weather, because I know it's gonna be cold out there, and this could be this could be crazy. But if they can get that game, I think they go. I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. I have to. Only reason I have to differ is because they're playing with the home field advantage, and I got to give it to the Rams because their defense is phenomenal. Right? It's the same reason that the Texans, have a chance because that defense, especially in the playoffs, gets you there. And to be honest with you, man, I'm saying this, kind of jokingly but kind of serious as well. If they had a better defense, I would have to lean more towards Chicago, man, especially if they're down. Because them boys have engineered some comeback behind victories this year that have been, short of spectacular. Caleb Williams did a complete 180. He's putting the ball on the numbers. He's doing everything. But when they're down, though, they got to be down. So they got to get down first and shake it off. If they had a better defense, I don't know, man.
Hey, who the Bears remind y'all of?
Who the Bears?
Yeah, this year's Bears remind y'all of.
Shit, I can't.
They having the same season we had. Winning close games, coming back and finishing down the stretch. They just having a mirror season like we had last year.
I was gonna say Kansas City last year.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kansas because y'all remember that, man. I mean, they got like the record of comeback victories and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes. I mean, he can his ankle can fall off. They run in that tent. They do something to it. He come back.
Yeah, I can see that.
But the thing about it though was Kansas City was winning, but they was only winning by like 1 and 3
1 or
points.
2
That
points.
shit was eventually gonna catch up to
That's
them.
true.
No, that's what you said in the beginning, dude. You can't do that. They was winning, but you can't do that.
I mean, you're right. You're right. No, I'm saying that's a bad thing. Yeah, they're winning, but I mean, it's only by 1 or 2, so you can count it as a win. That's cool, but all right, whatever.
hey, I'm gonna do like what's my man name that's on the show? Oh man, Gotti. I'm gonna do like Gotti. What a time stamp at? Because I gotta remember this. I gotta remember this. Yeah. He gonna contradict. Yeah. He gonna contradict everything he just said this time next year. Watch.
Okay. Where are we at? What a timestamp? What a timestamp?
Hey, dude, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Y'all want to do this to me? Jake!
Jake!
Yeah. Who you got? So you got the Bills for the AFC?
Yeah, I got the Bills in the AFC.
You got the Bills?
Although I don't think they're gonna win, but they're the better team.
He's a hater, man. He hates Josh.
I think right now, I think Sean Payton with them Denver Broncos, man. I can't count them boys out, man. That's for Denver.
Who you got, Ellis?
I like Josh Allen, man. I do. And with no Burrow, no Pat Mahomes, no Lamar, and no Herbert, this
is year. If he's going to do it, it's got to be this year. If he's going to do it, this is the last shot. I think.
And like I said, I agree. And like I said, with the Rams, if they can beat Chicago, I think they're going to Super Bowl. I think if Buffalo beat Denver, I think they're going to Super Bowl too.
So if you say the Rams, if they beat Chicago, if Chicago win, what happens then?
To who? What do you mean?
To your Super Bowl pick.
Oh, that's who I had. I had LA and Buffalo in the Super Bowl. So
okay.
Yeah, so if they lose, and I don't know what's gonna happen after that. But that was before the playoffs started, that was my pick.
Okay.
LA and Buffalo. So I got some sentimental values in it for me, but I've always liked Josh Allen ever since he was at Wyoming. So I'd like to see him actually get one. So we'll see. It's not guaranteed. We'll see.
So that's your Super Bowl pick. LA. Okay. Who you got, Duke? Super Bowl pick. Like Stephen A. say, the list is fluid. The list is fluid. You know what I mean?
The list is fluid. The list is fluid.
He don't know Super Bowl.
I feel like the Rams. I feel like the Rams gonna get it again. I feel like the Rams gonna get it again.
Thanks. I can see it.
I feel like the Rams gonna get it again. That's what I think.
I see it. I can see it too.
You think if the Rams get it again, you think this is gonna be? You think this is Matt Stafford last year, regardless? You think this is gonna be his last year?
Nah, he rarely go out on.
Yeah, they rarely do, but your boy did it from the Rams. He did it. So I mean, I don't think he would. No, what's the dude's name? What's the dude's name? When they won the Super Bowl, remember he was tapping his hand. He was from the Rams.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. Yeah, he did it.
Oh no, I'm talking about quarterbacks though.
You're talking about quarterback.
Yeah, I don't see him leaving like that. If he does, if he does win, he'll win. He'll come back 1, maybe 2 more seasons after that. He'll be gone. There's nothing else he needs to do after that. He'll be in.
Yeah, I don't. That's a tough question there. So I don't know. I could see him leaving, but I could see him staying too.
Yeah, but like when his best season, he's the best season of his career right now.
Yeah, I would think that for him to leave, he would have to have a sharp drop off because he's playing MVP type season right now for all this. In order for him to leave, unless he's going to pull a Barry Sanders and be like, I'm leaving on the top of my game, which people rarely do because, you know what I mean, that type A personality, I want to go and go. Same reason why Rivers came back 5 years later. I don't think he'll leave after this one. It'd have to be a marked decline in his production for him to step aside, especially after winning the Super Bowl if they win.
Kimberly said that didn't Peyton retire after his second one? Didn't he retire?
Yeah, he did. But he was retired even in the game. You can see he
real
talk. He wasn't the same guy, when he got the last one, man. You could tell. So he could though. He could. I could see him retiring. I could see it. Because we didn't even know he was gonna play this year because he came into the season.
His back was all torn. His back was messed up.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Playing that fast shot was kicking his ass too.
Hey, when you get old, man, that's what happens.
Yeah, I know I got it.
Me
I
too.
can barely walk in the morning. I can barely walk in the morning. Lord, I think I need to make me a VA appointment right now.
Hey, so we talked about who was shit. Now this personal feelings in it, man. Who would you want to win the Super Bowl and why? Sal, who you got? This can be an emotional pick, any type of who you want to win it.
I mean, this for me, just because of the season they having. If I was gonna pick anybody out of these four, I mean, to me, I don't want Buffalo. I don't want Josh to win a Super Bowl. But for me, if I'm gonna pick Matt Stafford. I want to see him win it again. I mean, for me.
Who you got?
Everybody out there, I think it would be for me. It'd be Matt Stafford.
Who you got, dude?
I ain't gonna lie. Looking at the whole thing, I don't know a whole lot of Bears fans. I ain't got to listen to them. So guess what? Caleb, go out there and get you one, bro. You know, you had a bad season last year. You come back, kid. You come back, you're winning all these games. You're doing it in harsh territory. People would talk bad about you, talk about you was a bust probably last year, this and third. Go out there and get you one, man, and silence all the haters.
What? I think I'm ready to change my shit. I
wouldn't mind like you change yours next year. Who you got?
CJ Stroud, bro.
Who I like to see win one? Oh, Josh Allen for sure. You know, that's one of my favorite guys in the league. You know, I got my own team, but it's one of my favorite players to watch. So I definitely want him to get one. I don't want to see Chicago because if Caleb Williams get one, now the clock is gonna start ticking for my guy and Drake May and all the other young quarterbacks out there. Okay, when you go get one because this guy already got one.
That's true.
I already had one team in green get knocked out. I'm glad they out. So as long as I can see Josh Allen win one, I'd be cool with that. Anybody else, I really don't care. But yes, I don't want to see Chicago. But if Josh Allen can get one, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
The only reason why I don't think he's ever going to get one. But the only reason, not with the Bills, but the only reason why is because.
Where does that come from?
Because man, here's the thing with this dude.
You don't like the guy.
If he wins one, no, it ain't that. It's not. He's a good quarterback. He's a phenomenal quarterback.
He's a top 3
right.
quarterback.
But I just feel like if he gets one, that man, they will view that man with a white cape. His hair will then automatically grow. Everybody, sports media, everybody. He will immediately become. They will see him. They will put his picture up on a mantle right next to Jesus Christ if this boy wins one.
I just think
they will.
I think it might stem from last season because last season, do y'all really think Josh won that MVP last season?
No,
I did.
No, sir.
Lamar should have won the MVP last season.
Absolutely.
Statistically, if you're going for the MVP, you're going off stats. Josh Allen only led Lamar Jackson out of the 12 stats that they go off of. He only led him in 2, and they were minor categories. Everything else, Lamar Jackson led him over. So,
and go back and look at those rosters and tell them who had more help.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree, but they were when they go off of stats. So I think that I fully agree with you, Ellison, on this one. That it's a difference between best player and MVP. I don't think that he was the MVP. I don't think that they were the MVPs of the league anyway. My thing is, it makes more of an argument for Josh Allen, especially now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you take Josh Allen off of the Bills, would they be even remotely close to where they're at now? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
He don't have no receivers right now. None.
Yeah.
And he still got them where they are right now. And I think they lost a couple of people last week. I think Gabe Davis out for the rest of the play.
They did.
Somebody else. So,
but in that same sentiment, you saying that because he got nothing, and you talking about people who do have something. Then in that case, why was Dak in the MVP talk? Because Dak got weapons.
Yeah, because of the numbers. Purely because of the numbers.
Yeah, I think
the MVP conversation. They were winning some games too, but I mean, you can't not have him in the conversation because of the numbers that he had. Now, should he win it? Probably not. But he got to be in the conversation. Just like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's on a trash team, but look at the numbers. He should be in the conversation. He's not going to win it, but he should be in the conversation for MVP.
Yeah, I think it's too watered down. It's too many people in there because I think they get most valuable and best at their position or best play mixed up. Right. I think because most valuable is, like I said, in my opinion, value by me if you take that person off of that team, do they come close to the same amount of wins or success? Right?
Yeah.
If you take Myles Garrett off, I mean, defense, other teams would have, I mean, clearly ran over them. You know what I'm saying? If you take Josh Allen away, if you take the key player away, do they have the same success?
Yeah.
It's like last year when Saquon, he was the most valuable player on our team. Without Saquon, we wouldn't have did what we did last year.
Thank you, Timberly.
I agree with that. What she say? What they say?
How does the sports team report on him? It's not him himself; it's how they report on him.
I mean, but that's why I don't watch a lot of ESPN. I don't watch a lot of NFL Network, man. Because they're gonna do a lot of stuff just to get ratings. Doesn't mean necessarily the truth. They always go talk about Dallas. They always go talk about the Lakers. They always go talk about what's going on and what's hot topics and stuff. It doesn't mean that's realistic of what is actually going on. So just because they talk about somebody and prop them up doesn't mean that they propped y'all guy up after last year saying he was a franchise quarterback after y'all won the Super Bowl. But we all see there were some limitations. That's why you can't always go with what the media says and who says what. Then people don't know what a Super Bowl compared to a cereal bowl. So you gotta stop listening to some of these people, man.
I think that it's watered down, like I said, because I don't feel that the quarterbacks are good. They're the most critical position that's out there, but I think there are a lot of players that are more deserving of the MVP than just quarterbacks.
I agree. No, I definitely agree with that for sure. It has. I grew up in a time where it's not all about the quarterback, like the Heisman. Now every Heisman got to go to a quarterback. When did that start? Like, no, you got some more players out there that deserve, opportunity to be given an award besides the quarterback. You know what I mean?
Vontae Smith.
I agree. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It shouldn't just be a quarterback award. They right about that. That's 100%. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. If you look at it, man, moving here. Who's your coach of the year, man? We running close on time, man. Who you got for coach of the year, Ellison?
Vrabel.
Vrabel? Okay, who you got? Who you got, Sal?
I got a little boy from the Panthers. What's his name? I mean, not the Panthers, from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh,
Cohen?
Cohen.
No, Cohen.
Yeah.
Who you got, dude?
I got Kyle, man. Hate to say it, Kyle. Hey, given what he had, all them injuries, no one expected them to be where he is. Nobody.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. No, I agree with it. I agree with it, man. Who y'all got for these games this weekend, fellas? Who y'all got?
I got the Broncos. I got the Broncos and the Patriots on the AFC side, and I got the Seahawks and the LA on the NFC side.
Okay.
I got
the.
Go ahead, Sal.
I got Broncos. In the. Hey, you know what? I think that I got the Broncos and the Texans on the AFC side.
Who the Texans playing?
I think the Texans are going to take down the Patriots. I think they're going to take them down. And on the NFC side, I got it's going to be Seattle. It's going to be Seattle and the Rams.
Seattle and the Rams. Okay. Who you got, Ellison?
I got Buffalo and I got Houston. And on the NFC side, I have LA and I have San Fran.
Yeah.
I think San Fran gets past Seattle this week.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they ride their momentum for another week.
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna win next week, but I think they'll ride the momentum to get another one this week.
Okay. All right, I like that. Hey, well, y'all know what time it is, man. We at the show.
Who you got? Who you got?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I got that. It's hard. Shit, it's hard, man.
Ellen, you see.
Me said I got the U. I got the U.
That's all I'm worried about right now. That's all I'm worried about right now. Monday, January 19th, goddamn college football championship. Goddamn, I got the U. That's all I'm focused on right now.
You better be. You ain't got nothing else to do. Might as well focus on the college team. I told y'all 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, y'all be sitting right here with us.
Hey, but y'all been there. Y'all been there since early in the season. Y'all been there early.
Yeah,
y'all been there early.
That's true. It don't matter when you get there. You still sitting there with me.
Hey, y'all got timeshare over there. You know what I'm saying?
Got timeshare. You got
timeshare over there.
You got an Airbnb right next to me. You good?
We say
together.
Southern boys over there paying for maintenance.
We are.
They paying maintenance costs. He can't even get in first. You gotta ask.
Yeah.
I think Chicago is going to win. I think Chicago is going to win this one, man. I think that the Texans can run the upset, right? As long as CJ Stroud plays remotely better than who he played the last game, so they don't get far down behind and all this type of stuff. I think the defense is going to present something that Drake May just isn't really fully ready for. But coming this one, man. D'Amico, he's on a tear. He's going to do a good job, man. I think those guys pull an upset. But is it really an upset? Because it is what it is. I don't know, man. Hey, what we got in these comments? Yeah,
Stroud ain't that good either.
He's not. He's not. That first season, you know what I mean? That first season, he was coming like the second coming or whoever you want to insert. But after that, I mean, he fell into his true form. And I hope that doesn't happen to Jaden Daniels.
Hey, I mean, my quarterback has limitations too. I see some limitations there too. Like, it was some games when he was healthy early in the year, the first couple games, but he's missing some throws for sure. You know, I keep it 100 about my team and everybody else's team and players. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Yeah, he was missing some throws early in the year. So if you ask me right now, should he get an extension just based on what he did last year and all that? No, I gotta see some more, Jack, for sure, 100%. So anybody giving criticism, no, it's valid for sure, 100%.
No, I think he's there, man. I think Jaden Daniels, if you look at, because like I said, I watched him a lot in college. If you look at his transition, I think he's there. He just, you insert that good quarterback coach is going to get him online. I think the things that he do are easily fixable. Yeah. Right. I think that he's easily fixable. I think that Jaden Daniels, to me, man, I'm a little biased because I liked him in college. He's poised, he's mature. He makes some little decisions. Same thing like Caleb Williams was doing last year, trying to force plays because he's trying to be good. They're scrambling quarterbacks. Right. Obviously, they get sacked more. They do all this type of stuff because they're trying to be, they just throw the ball out when you need to. But he does that. I think he's your franchise quarterback, man, for at least the next 10 years.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like JD5. When it comes to him, I feel like he makes the proper calls at the proper times. Yeah, he got hurt, and I truly feel like had he not got hurt, the Eagles season could have went a drastically different way. So I mean, for you guys, it's good that y'all got him. I just feel like like I said, he makes the right plays at the right times and right decisions at the right times. That's good for y'all though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hear y'all. As a fan, I just say that I got to see some more.
Yeah. If not him, then who? That's what I always say.
Yeah, true. You got to keep trying. If not, I mean, it's what it is. But I got to see some more. Last year was great, a great year, no doubt. He had a great year as a quarterback. But 1 year don't define you. I got to see some more, Jack.
And speaking of, man, this is another thing. I know we're going over, but Duke gave us permission. He said if it's good, we can keep talking.
Absolutely. If it's good, hey, that's what the fans want, man.
This is to everybody in the comments as well. I think that guy got robbed last year. I'm going to just be honest with you. I think that Jaden Daniels should have been the NFL MVP last year.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't care about Saquon. I don't care about none of those guys. Jaden Daniels should have been the NFL MVP last year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, NFL MVP. They robbed that guy because he was a rookie. I think that was the biggest travesty of the entire NFL season.
It's like in the military with the award.
Coming in as a rookie. Go ahead, Sal.
It's like in the military as an award. They're like, no, you can't get an MSM. You don't need this. You don't need that. It's like, y'all paying for the award? I mean, what's going on? Why can't I get it? It's the same thing with the NFL. It's the same because he was a rookie. They didn't want to give it to him.
The Commanders won 4 games. They were 4-13 the year before he got there. He comes in, takes them to the NFC Championship, and you don't give that guy. Come on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Could have won MVP. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I already knew they weren't gonna give it to a rookie, but I totally agree. He should have been. I thought he should have won an MVP.
He got robbed, man. Just like Lamar Jackson got robbed last year. That was a bigger snub the year before to Jaden Daniels, man. And I'm an Eagles fan.
Hey, I tell you what, I think even if we went to, let's say we beat y'all and go to the Super Bowl, they still wouldn't have gave him MVP.
They still wouldn't. No, they wouldn't
give it to him.
Well, it's a technically it's a regular season award. It's a regular season award.
Yeah, but they look at the playoffs too.
Yeah, because it's already supposed to be done, and they vote before the playoffs happen. That's what they say. We know that ain't true.
That ain't true. That ain't true.
Yeah. Yeah, but
100%.
I shout out Jaden Daniels. If you ever get this gets to you, man, I was in your corner, man. You got robbed on that one, man. You got robbed. You totally got robbed. But hey,
you got
that's
to
what
put
it
on your
is,
3D
man.
glasses though, man. Keep your 3D glasses on. And, you know, keep the monitor up, man. You'll be good. Keep it going.
Hey, y'all, as long as the Adore Jackson out there, he could be straight. That's for sure.
No, you can go out there blind with Adore Jackson. You ain't gotta have no eyes at all. You ain't gotta have no eyes at all as long as Adore Jackson out there.
Y'all was still running Adore Jackson out there. I said the first game of the season, I saw Adore Jackson out there. I said, "Oh my God, they really desperate now." Adore Jackson was done 3-4 years ago. Y'all still got that man starting and getting real snaps. Oh my
I
God.
don't know, man. He did improve over the last half of the season, but my goodness, man.
He had a decent game the last game, the very last game, but it didn't matter at that point.
Nah,
yeah, he did. He had a decent game.
He was done 2 years ago, man. Adore Jackson was done, man. He what they say in the NBA, he just collecting checks. He just
that's it.
Nah, that's Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins collects checks.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Kirk Cousins
healthy ones too.
Kirk Cousins, $331 million of guaranteed money in his career that he has pocketed. Kirk Cousins has. Whoever is his agent, that's the NFL MVP.
His MVP.
Kirk Cousins' agent.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm so glad we didn't pay him, man. I was out on Kurt a long time ago. I was so glad we didn't pay him, and he went to Minnesota. Yeah, he's stealing money too.
He's stealing money. He's stealing money. Yeah,
for sure.
But hey, y'all, this is it, y'all. Any last words from anybody?
Hey, just real quick. Thank you all our fans from out there, and Ellison, we see you on the flag football field, my brother.
For sure. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Hey, for those who don't know, man, hey, we really, I ain't gonna lie, we really appreciate Ellison, man. Hey, it can be at the drop of a hat. I'll hit up Ellison, man. Hey, man, need you on the show. Like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Ellison, even though he ain't an Eagles fan, he's our official sixth man coming off the bench for sure. Like, when we need him, he right there. Okay, he's right there for us, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, it's all love, man. Whenever you need me, just
Timberly, we got to get you back on the show, though. Just saying.
Hey, yeah. Just hit me up, and I'll try to do my best to hop on, man. And yeah, man, glad Philly out. Y'all sitting right next to me.
Hey, my thing, man. Good thing, everybody, man. We appreciate the love, man. Y'all stay tuned. We know we're gonna be talking about the playoffs this year, but y'all stay tuned for next season. We got a lot of good changes coming up for y'all. Y'all gonna see them. I mean, everything coming on here, the format, all of this type of stuff, man. Just stay tuned. Live, peace, love, and hair grease. We out.
Gotta be easy.
Fellow on the beat.